Hey guys, listen up. This is a big one. If you're thinking about buying a home anytime soon, you need to know how this major real estate lawsuit could affect your wallet. I'm Brian Miller, your go-to real estate expert here in the Chicagoland area. And today, we're breaking this down in plain English so you know what's coming and how to protect yourself. Today, we're going to talk about what this National Association of Realtors lawsuit settlement could mean for home buyers moving forward. And if you didn't know, there's been a huge lawsuit involving the National Association of Realtors, and it's all centered around how real estate agents' commissions are handled. And without getting too deep into the legal stuff, here's the bottom line. Buyers' agents will no longer be paid by the sellers. Let me say that again. Sellers are no longer allowed to offer commissions directly to buyers' agents. But pay close attention. There's a little workaround. Sellers can still offer something called seller concessions. And the buyers, you can use those concessions to help pay your agent. And this is important, the seller is not required to do that. They never really were. But now it's only going to be even more likely like they don't. So what does that mean for you, the buyer? Well, it means if your seller isn't offering any concessions, you will have to pay your buyer's agent directly out of your own pocket. That could cost you up to an extra 2 to 3% on top of the purchase price. That's something that most buyers aren't used to budgeting for. But there's a strategy to work around this. You may want to focus on homes that have been sitting on the market for at least 35 days or longer. And why? Well, because the longer the home sits, the more motivated the seller of that property becomes. And it's more likely that they will offer seller concessions to help cover your agent's fees. And if the house has only been listed, let's say for 3 days, then the seller is less likely to help you out with the seller concessions. But if the home has been sitting a while, now this is your chance to negotiate and get the extra help that you need. Now, I already know that some of you are thinking, why not just call the listing agent and have them help me? Well, you can do that, but here's the problem. The listing agent, they represent the seller and not you. That means legally they can't help negotiate the best price for you. They can't share insider tips to help save you money. They work for the seller. So yeah, trying to skip and not hire your own agent, might cost you 2 to 3% up front, but it could cost you 5 to 10% more on the deal overall. And it's just not worth it. So if you're thinking about buying a home anywhere in the Chicagoland area or nationwide, here's what you do. You could click the link in my bio. You could fill out a form or just message me directly and say, hey, Brian, I want to be pre-approved. I could contact you with the top-rated loan officer. And I could refer you to an agent I know personally. It's someone I could trust that has your best interest at heart in your area. Now, let's make sure to protect and be prepared and ready to win in this market. Now, let's fire your landlord and move with Miller.